One of the most frustrating things for me as a business owner has been how to get my business to the top of Google so when people search for what I do, it shows up. And today I've invited my friend Steve Pitchford from Search Optimizers to talk to us about Google, how we get our site ranked, and all the new things that we need to be aware of as business owners. Thanks, Steve, for joining us. What do we need to know?
Well, Jason, that's a great question. Obviously, Google can drive a lot of traffic to websites, and that's how we drive leads to our business. What's hot today is voice search, right? Because we got our phones, we've got our voice boxes like Alexa and so on. So we're talking to them, they're talking back to us, and the long tail phrase is alive and well today. And so what long tail phrases are doing, many more keywords in a query, right, is driving what's called the featured snippets in Google. Google is trying to answer those questions directly, right? And so that's changing the search results. If you go to a browser and ask the same question, you might get 3 results on a map. But if you go and ask Siri for that question, you only get 1 result, and that's the featured snippet. They're also called answer boxes, but a featured snippet actually has a link to your website, and that's going to drive traffic, and it's going to improve your search results.
Okay, so let me see if I understand this. So if I have Alexa or Siri and I say, where do I find pizza in Portland, Maine? What happens?
If you ask Siri that question, it's going to answer you. You could be driving, and it's going to give you an answer, and it's going to say, oh, you can get Papa's Pizza over on Edinger or whatever, and that's the only result you're going to get. But if you go and do that query with a browser on your phone, you're going to get 3 results on the landing page.
So this is a new opportunity for brands that get on top of this now to show up in that snippet.
Exactly. What you want to do is publish content on your website, who, what, how type of questions, and then give very concise answers that include keywords relevant to the question.
So long tail means it's more than just one word, it's a few words when it comes to long tail keywords?
Right. Like for instance, brown shoes would be like a head phrase, and it's searched millions of times a month across the country or the globe, right? But if you say, hey Siri, I need to find some brown shoes, I'm in Newport Beach, I need wingtips, where should I go? And that has a lot more information packed into it, allows Google to understand it better and provide a featured snippet on it.
So the more specific we can be with our keywords, it allows us to be able to be found easier, but also it's less crowded space. Is that the idea?
Oh, you're at position 0. Position 0 is right below the ads, above all the other organic results. And what I would suggest you do is go ask Google a simple question about your industry that's commonly asked, and it'll actually give you related questions. And if you click those related questions, it will give you more and more. I mean, Google is telling us what your audience wants to know about, and just go out and write a better answer and you might get listed.
Some great advice for us as business owners on how we can finally start to leverage Google. I know in my business, the way that we grew, there's 2 ways. But one of the main ways was to figure out Google and get on top of the search engine, to be that next listing, like Steve says, after the ads. That was huge for us, and it was definitely worth the money. Well, thank you so much for joining us this week and giving us some advice that will help us grow our businesses. Steve, where can they find you online if they want to connect with you?
We're at searchoptimizers.com, and you can reach me at email at steve.pitchford@searchoptimizers.com.
Awesome, and I'll make sure I link to that in the description below. I invite you to click the box on the screen to watch more videos. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and come back next time for a new video.